The engine of Detroit has never been idle. Every day steam rises from the Motor City Underground. Each drop of Detroit Steam Vodka is handcrafted with the same passion that went into the foundation of this city. We will not falter in our dedication to bring you a product that embodies the spirit of Detroit. This is Detroit Steam Vodka.
Associated Press published 6:07 p.m. EDT July 25, 2019 Washington. Observing the rare ceasefire in their battles with President Donald Trump, the Democratic-controlled House on Thursday easily passed bipartisan debt and budget legislation to permit the Treasury to issue bonds to pay the government's bills and lock in place recent budget gains for both the Pentagon and domestic agencies. The measure, passed by a 284 to 149 vote, would head off another politically dangerous government shutdown and add a measure of stability to action this fall on the $1.37 trillion slate of annual appropriations bills. The hard-won agreement between the administration and Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi lifts the limit on the government's $22 trillion debt for 2 years and averts the risk of the Pentagon and domestic agencies from being hit with $125 billion in automatic spending cuts that are all that's left of a failed 2011 budget pact. It is a welcome détente for lawmakers seeking to avoid political and economic turmoil over the possibility of a government shutdown or first federal default. Trump took to Twitter to give the legislation his strongest endorsement yet. House Republicans should support the 2-year budget agreement, which greatly helps our military and our vets. He added in a note of encouragement, "I am totally with you." Democrats rallied behind the legislation, which protects domestic programs some of them have fought to protect for decades through extended stretches of GOP control of Congress. Pelosi held the vote open to make sure the tally of Democratic votes topped the 218 required to pass the measure with Democratic support alone. House GOP conservatives, many of whom won election promising to tackle entrenched federal deficits, generally recoiled from it. Many supporters, including the GOP leadership team, praised the bill as an imperfect but necessary result of Washington's current divided balance of power and an already overheated presidential campaign. "The alternatives are very, very bad," said Representative Kay Granger of Texas, the top Republican on the Appropriations Committee. "But it contains no new steps to curb spending elsewhere in the budget," rankling conservatives and lawmakers alarmed by the return of $1 trillion-plus budget deficits. Republicans who go along with this budget deal will lose all credibility on spending. "This budget deal is ludicrous," said Jason Pye of the Freedom Works conservative advocacy group. "The GOP has been misleading the American public on spending for years now.